Yeah. My life is good. Life is good.
My name is Shayan Jain and I'm a second year BTech student at Bennett University. In this project, I've worked on sprints.
Hello everyone, I am Satvik Singh and I have made the class diagram.
Hello, I am Arnav Khandelwal and I made the activity diagram in the project.
Hi, this is Yajat Uppal, and my contribution in this project has been to write the user stories and make the use case diagram.
Hi, my name is Tanish Kohli, and in this project, I worked on the sequence diagrams.
To talk about project ease, let's imagine a scenario to start with. You plan to work on a project with your friends. Everyone is excited to work together and create something marvelous. However, you can't manage to schedule your time suitable for everyone. Did that sound familiar? I'm sure it did. When we started discussing the idea of a project, all of us came up with great and unique ideas, but the one that stood out among the rest was the one most suitable in the present. When the whole world has shut down due to COVID 19 and everyone's life has seemingly slowed down to a crawl. The plague has made it harder than ever before to collaborate with teammates or friends to discuss ideas and work on projects. There is an urgent need in the market for a platform dedicated for collaborating on projects. While some similar solutions do exist, we feel that none of them even come close to what we have in mind. Other platforms are not specifically made for institutions. They have unintuitive UI and are unnecessarily hard to understand for a college student just getting started. Moreover, they lack in social features preventing efficient communication between groups. What we plan to do is to build one-of-a-kind portal to interact with others and work on projects. Student-professor and student-student interaction will be the core of our project. Communication will allow both parties to work smarter instead of harder and achieve new heights in their respective field. Our web application will handle all the tedious tasks for the faculty, allowing them to use their time more effectively. We want to promote a healthy learning environment by enabling students to interact with others. Student professor interaction is of utmost importance as well. Taking constructive feedback and improving is what separates the average from the best after all.
Let's talk about the problems that Project Ace solves. First, management. Management is boring, but management is very important for organizations and institutions. It allows them to stay on top of everything and prevent accidents which may result in a devastating loss or failure. However, at the same time, it is also very cumbersome and tedious task. Moreover, most of it is very boring to do. Let's be honest, nobody likes mindlessly filling in thousands of cells of an Excel sheet. Second, hard to track projects. In most of team-based projects, professors find it hard to see the progress of the teams. They do not know what each member of the team is doing to provide value to the project. They don't know what the project is about or how they are going about implementing it. Staying on top of everything is hard when there are thousands of students and hundreds of teams. Giving feedback to the teams is yet another problem. Third, lack of awareness. Students can often stay in their own bubble and be unaware of what's going on outside. What interesting ideas are others working on? What are the latest technologies, etc. After all, who wants to read a 5,000 word report of a project to know what it's about when a couple of screenshots and a small explanation can do the trick? And fourth, hard to reach out. Many students are uncomfortable and find it hard to reach out to their respective faculty or other students. Not everyone is always available. Moreover, COVID-19 has magnified this to a greater extent.
So, the solution that we came up with for the problem is Project Ace. It is a unique project managing portal for students and professors alike. The primary focus of our project is to be intuitive to use and enable students to learn by socializing. We wish to promote creativity and teamwork in students through this. We realize that to make our portal accessible and intuitive to use, the UI must be simple and basic. Any user who visits our website should not be overwhelmed by a complex UI. We want someone visiting the website for the first time to think, wow, this is easy to use, I'll use this again. To achieve this, we plan on adding various features. The first one is forming and managing teams for projects and assignments. We want this to be a seamless project. A student should be able to form or find a team they like, read about their goals, and get working as soon as possible. The next is screenshots of project UI. These will be displayed on each team's page. Anyone who visits the page will get an idea of the project the team is working on. The third one is feedback section for both students and faculty. Good feedback is extremely valuable. Faculty and other students will be able to provide feedback. This will enable the team to make improvements to their project. The fourth one is a chat box for interaction with professors or other students. A team isn't a team without communication. This will allow students and professors to have productive discussions about various things. The fifth one is marks and analytics using visual data analysis. It's boring and hard to interpret raw data. Graphical representation of the data will allow smooth experience for everyone. Professors will be able to look at graphs and the progress of the team and efficiency of the project. Students would be able to see the marks graphically. Last but not the least is a unique code. This will help both faculty and students to analyze projects and make changes. The code will be directly available to all the group members and the faculty.
So let's talk about project setup. We will use Atom or Visual Studio Code to develop our backend, frontend, animation, and graphics. We will use MySQL for database handling. We will use various programming languages like HTML, CSS, PHP, and JavaScript. And framework will be done using Bootstrap, jQuery, and Ajax. There will be many stakeholders of our project. The developers will develop the web application. Universities and institutes are the expected consumers of our product. Faculty will use our website to manage and review projects. Students will use our website to learn and work on exciting projects. Besides them, we will also have business analysts and project managers. We will have 4 primary users for our product. Developers who will develop the web application. Admin will sign up the students and manage their credentials. Faculty and students who will use the website.
Now I will talk about the user stories. In the first sprint, the admin wants to register either one or multiple users on the platform so that they can use the platform for various tasks. In the second sprint, students want to create, join, and manage teams so that they can collaborate with other students and work on projects. They also want to create a timeline of the project. In the third sprint, students want to upload project files and code so that they can update their progress. In the fourth sprint, students want to upload project GUIs so that they can update their progress on the website. And the faculty wants to review the projects so that they can give marks and feedback to the various teams. In the fifth sprint, faculty wants to assign marks to the project and students want to review individual work and progress. In the sixth sprint, faculty wants to give feedback to projects so that students can make improvements. Developer wants to create a chat box and chat bot so that different users can interact and they can ask their queries and FAQs. Now let me explain how this use case diagram works. In this use case diagram, we have 4 actors as can be seen: developer, student, admin, and faculty. The developer can add FAQs, which is an include use case for the chatbot. The student can create teams, which requires fetching the project details, which is why project details is an include use case for create team. Similarly, students can perform many other tasks such as managing teams, joining teams, using the chat box, view feedback, view progress, upload code files, and viewing the timeline. The students have an association relationship with these base use cases. The admin can register one or multiple users, which are base use cases, and have the info of the users
as the included use case, as this info is necessary to register users. The faculty has an association relationship with many use cases as well. So the faculty can use the chat box, give feedback, view progress, assign marks, view files, view GUI, and view the timelines.
Now, let's try to understand how our portal works with the help of an activity diagram. First, users will be required to enter login credentials, which will be their unique ID and password to enter. If the credentials mismatch, then the users will be asked to enter them again. On successful login, different users will be able to access different pages and services. If the user is an admin, he will be able to visit the register new user page and register new users in the database, as well as update users details page, where he will be able to update details like name, team, etc. of the users. Now, if the user is a faculty, he will be able to see the assigned projects. Going further, the faculty will be able to view each project separately and assign the marks, as well as provide the team with regular feedback. If the user is a student, he will be able to create or join project teams. Once joined, he will be able to view the project details and will be able to upload his code or GUI files, as well as check personal growth from visual graphs and chat box. Once done, the users will be able to log out from their accounts.
Now let's talk about the class diagram. In Project Ease, we have made multiple classes such as Authenticate, Admin, Faculty, Student, Teams, File Manager, Editor, Viewer, Messenger, and Timeline. Okay, now let's have a look at each class one by one. Authenticate. It consists of user ID, user pass, and user type attributes, and it has validate method to validate the user. Here, register user will be used to register new user, and JUser register also used for register new user with Google Authentication API. Set update method is also used to update user details like name, batch, etc. Admin class. Attributes of this class is admin ID. Methods of this class are new user, update details, and delete user. Next is faculty class. This class is used to manage faculty IDs. Attributes of this class are faculty ID, faculty name, department, and assigned teams. Methods of this class are show project, grades. Grade method is used to assign grade to project and calculate data to represent it in various graph forms. Next is student class. The attributes of this class are student ID, course, and student name. The method of this class are create team. Next method is join team, which is used to join an existing team is using the unique team ID. Next class is teams class. The attributes of this class are team ID, project name, project ID, team name, members, which is the list of the team members, wiki, which is also the list of the details of the team like team name, problem statement, solution, etc. Next class is editor class. The attributes of this class are theme, which is the name of the theme that the user want to use, file name, which is the list of the file that the editor has opened, file type, which is the list of the file type opened in the editor. The method of this class are show, which is used to display a file, and theme change, which is used to change the theme of the editor. Next class is viewer class. The attributes of this class are image name, image type. The methods are show image, which is used to display a screenshot or any image of the project. Next method is image map, which is used to map the opened images in the viewer for easier navigation. Next method is delete image, which is used to delete a particular image. Next class is messenger. The attributes of this class are chat ID. The methods of this class are chat, message sender, and delete message. And the last class is timeline. The attributes of this class are entry, entry ID, and entry date. The methods of this class are append entry, edit entry, and delete entry.
So now let me explain the sequence diagrams. First, a student or a teacher would need to register for an account and their details would be saved by the admin on the login database. Then the user would be asked to log into their account, and if the details are valid, they would log into their account, and if not, they'll be asked to re-enter the login details. As for a student and a teacher interaction, first, a student would need to enter the details to create a team on the website, and the data would be stored in the team database. Then the other students would be able to join the team by entering a unique code. If the code entered is valid, they'll be able to join the team, or else they'll need to re-enter the code or create a team of their own. Upon joining a team, the students will be able to upload the completed files on the website and they will be stored on the team database. The faculty will have access to the files and they will be able to assign marks or give feedback accordingly. The individual progress would be stored and the students will be able to review their report and make the necessary changes to the project.